the 6th of January. Yeah, if you're watching different videos, you'll know that I did all this in one lump. So, because I've got the space and the peace and quiet and stuff. It occurred to me today, that, or the other day, that a lot of you, like myself, may have been given or bought one of these for Christmas. Now, what I don't want you to do is to throw it out, because it is possible to actually keep them going for 2, 3, 4, 5 years. Now, I'm no expert, but I've been doing my homework and I've had a look. Getting them this tatty is true. There's 2 things you need to know. They don't like wet feet and they don't like cold drafts. Now, the thing is, if the one you bought is now dying or has died off, it's probably not your fault. It's probably where it was in the supermarket, garden centre, etc, etc. And oh, excuse me. And obviously, if you bought it out of the garden centre shop, not wrapped up, just like this, and it was a cold day like it was on Friday, then obviously it's going to affect it. They come from Mexico, so as you can imagine, it doesn't get that cold in Mexico, and they are actually a tree. So what you have in a pot is a teeny weeny shrub. So what you want to make sure is, before you water them again, you make sure they have completely dried out. Don't keep them damp. Make sure they've completely dried out before you water them again. Also, the other thing you can do, and you have to make sure they've dried out, because these are part of the euphorbia family, and if you've had rue or any of the euphorbias in your garden, you will know that the sap that comes out of these is very is an irritant. So if you're going to prune it, make sure it's dry in the pot, and then what you want to do is cut them back, because these bits here, I don't know if you can see that, these knobbly bits here is where the new bits come out. So if you prune it down to about there, you may well get 2 bits come out there, and it might become a better shape. I mean, this one obviously needs repotting, so I need to prune it and then repot it, but I'll wait till it's finished and it's all fallen off and all looking a bit of a mess. Chances are you won't need to do that till May if you've got a sensible one of these. This one I think has done quite well, because it's taken me nearly a fortnight to dry it out. It has only just dried out. So this is the one I was given as a Christmas present. I also, in that week, in my WA meeting, we had a raffle, and I won this one in the raffle. Now, as you can see, this one's looking a bit of a mess now. This is normal, don't worry about it, it's what they do. They'll drop their leaves, and again, this one you can prune to about 4 inches from the bottom, and it should re-sprout. This one is not far off doing that, but I will probably wait until all these coloured leaves have gone, because there's one there that's falling off. Yeah, you just have to be a bit careful with them. But before you prune them, make sure A, you've got gloves on, and B, that they are completely dry, because otherwise, obviously, if they're wet, you're going to get more sap. So the drier they are, the better off you are. Okay, so there's that one. Now, just to prove a point, this one is the one I had from last year. Now, this was a mini one, and as you can see, it's no longer mini. It looks a bit sad because it was a bit dried out, but this is normal. I've discovered that poinsettias are not supposed to flower until mid-January, so this could still change colour. It might change colour at a silly time of the year, but you need to make sure that it has to be in a room where it gets at least 12 hours of complete darkness. This is why this lives in our bedroom, because obviously this time of year, when it gets dark at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, you know, it's going to be dark right up until 7 o'clock the following morning. So the less artificial light you can give them, the better off they're going to be, and they will change colour. Apparently, I've been led to believe. I haven't managed it yet. This one looks a bit sad, but that's because it hasn't been watered for a fortnight, and I've just watered it today. So it needs to soak up the water and do that. But as you can see, it doesn't look too bad. And this was one of those 10-inch mini ones that came in a pot that size. So there's the comparison. It came in one of these pots, and that is what I've managed to grow on. Obviously they need feeding. I've just got a little baby bio drip feeder in there, but as I say, they are a tree, so if you let them go they can get quite big, so it's worth pruning them. And I will link down below to a YouTube. I will link down below. There's a YouTuber I follow, and he's on my playlist of my Happy Fall Orchid. But I will link down below to his videos on how you can actually do your pruning and how far you should go and what you should do and all that sort of thing. It's called Gardening at 58 North,